Yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta accept fact over fiction because fact is stranger than fiction, and also understand that facts have no feelings, only opinion does. So, with that being said, when we having a debate, let's keep things fact over your opinions. Let's get it.
Baby, we can be honest. We ain't got a lot to kick it. I know how you feel. You know how I feel. Let that be our situation shit. You know the vibes.
I know that you might just think that I could be the type of nigga you could depend on. Cause when you look at me, I can't tell that you see that I'm the type of guy that'll never waste your time. I swear my love is true. I'll never play with you. Don't get me wrong, but girl, you know what I'm feeling is strong. The more we talk, I think, ooh, I might just probably love you. I thought that was for me, but I'm back to you. I wanna be with you, but I ain't got a lot to prove. I wanna be with you, I ain't got a lot to prove. You know it's time for us to live in our truth. I wanna be with you. I heard about you being at home so lonely, thinking you ain't got no one to care for. I know all you need is me in the presence. Oh, I'll be all that you need and more. You and me for life, baby. Oh, I swear my love is true. I'll never play it with you. Every day my feelings get deeper for you. I wanna be by your side. I'll never take a day off to let you know that you're around for me. Yeah, but I ain't got a lot to prove. I wanna be with you. I ain't got a lot to prove. You know it's time for us to live in our truth. I wanna be with you.
I know the vibes, man. Yeah, I know the vibes, man. Shout out to all the lovely ladies. You know what I'm saying? See, this is something that I want to say to all my women, right? You know, like when I speak my facts or my opinion, however you want to perceive it to be, it's not it's not here to degrade anybody. It's to give people, you know, a different perspective on things. Because sometimes you could be so caught up in yourself that you don't realize that you're actually belittling yourself. You know, you get caught up in the world, rather. You get caught up in the world, and you start to, you know, think that you have to fit the description of what everybody else is trying to paint. You know what I mean? You know, he said no panels today. Don't fit. Why you ain't gonna hit the panel? You Rex, ain't nobody attacking you, Rex, man. You need to cut that shit out. But yeah, so you know, we just basically trying to give women, like especially me, like, and that's strange to me, you know, for a female when I'm giving helpful advice. saying that you shouldn't have to modify yourself in order to attract a man. You would think that, you know what I'm saying, you're telling that individual helpful advice, but sometimes people don't know how to take advice. You know, I guess maybe that's not what they're trying to hear, or maybe that doesn't fit what they, want to do, you know? So my whole thing was we had a debate where a female was talking about the males are the reason women uses makeup and also modify their bodies. So my understanding with that is I never met any of my homies, not even myself, who said like, yo, my girl, like, yo, her ass is flat. I'm about to, encourage her to go get some type of modification. You know what I'm saying? I never heard that type of, talk before. So it was kind of odd to me for her to basically sum that up and say that like we're the reason women are getting modifications to themselves. Look at this, bro. You know what I'm saying? So as we moving on, I'm looking at the how the conversation is going. I tell her some advice like, listen, when you modify yourself for individuals, even if you're modifying yourself for love or because most people are modifying themselves for monetary gain to basically be able to use that for whatever occupation they, are applying for. Such as the Wi-Fi just started acting up. My fault, y'all. But a lot of women actually, when they start to modify themselves, they actually are doing that because they're trying to, fit the description of what their job would like them to have for like bottle girls, being in the club, different things like that. So, you know what I'm saying? They're doing these things because that's the world or life that they're in. A lot of them not doing that because they want to attract other men. I mean, of course, they're going to attract more men, but they're not doing it for the sake of finding, somebody that they could fall in love with or someone to fall in love with them. If it just so happened, then it just happened. So you can't blame man for a decision that you're making. And I think a lot of women should understand that man like variety. Men like variety. So whether you got a flat ass and a flat chest, you know what I'm saying? It's a man out there that's gonna take you for who you are. You don't have to be the thickest girl in the world in order for a man to, accept you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just basically pointing that out for women that's that think that is the case. That's why they're not being chose. Y'all need to accept the fact that the man that you should be with is the man that's gonna accept you for who you are, not who you are trying to make yourself to be or make yourself believe to be or modify yourself to be. A real man that loves you for who you are is gonna love you for who you are, regardless of what. You know what I'm saying? So now moving forward, I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all believe that these big booty women are winning. Matter of fact, let me get a little spicy. I'm about to change the title real quick. But The reason why I got kicked out, I don't know why this shit kicked me out. You know what I'm saying? I got kicked out. I don't know why this shit kicking me out. But yeah. So basically, let me tell y'all why the big booty women is winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all why the big booty women are winning. It's because the fact that a lot of hoes do what man want. See, the problem with a lot of these women is that the women that should be just taking, the man, and it's not even lowering your standards because a lot of y'all women have standards higher, like the standards that you have it higher for the man that you want. You got Kevin Samuels interviewed 90% of these women and they never been with a six-figure man, but yet they're asking and requiring for a six-figure man. But yet they have never dealt with a man who makes six figures, nor anybody in a family have ever dealt with a man that makes six figures. And most of these women are regular women. These aren't even these aren't even jet model women. So now that makes you think maybe the women, these regular women who don't have fat asses, who are just regular pretty women, maybe y'all standards are too high. That's why y'all not finding love. It's because y'all not looking for love. Y'all looking for a paycheck. Y'all looking for a lifestyle. Y'all not looking for love. Y'all looking for a paycheck and a lifestyle. Salute, Shay Lacey. How you been? You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of this shit is going on. It's because people are not looking for love. They're looking for money and a lifestyle. How is it that Kevin Samuels can interview regular looking women and they're sitting there saying that they want men who make six figures or more, but they never dealt with nobody or nobody in their family has ever dealt with a man that makes that in the first place? Yeah, that exactly. Now, when I bring this up to women, they're going to get upset with me and tell me that I'm attacking them or I'm degrading them. But this is facts. You can't, if a man was to be walking on 2 feet, and that's how that's his situation, it would look funny for him to say, yo, my girl got to have a car. What do you mean? My nigga, you need to accept whatever that will accept you until you can make yourself the prime example of what you want. You have to be the example of what you want. You can't be out there asking for things that you are not. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be out here asking for shit that you are not. You know what I mean? That's like an ugly nigga talking about he want a dime chick. Now, whatever a dime chick is to him, maybe he could get it, but that may not be my dime. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be real now. That's the problem in society. It's that people not being real. Y'all don't want to accept the reality of things. Y'all want to accept y'all opinion. Y'all want to accept y'all emotions. Y'all want to accept what y'all feel. Because if we want to be real with it, you supposed to feel self-worth. If you really felt that you was that much of a bad bitch, you would be out here, you know what I'm saying, having motherfuckers like, yo, this me, this what it is. And if you ain't gonna accept that, then that's just your loss. That's how most women should be. He can't get it if the bank account looking right. I mean, shit. Hey, listen. Everybody can get it if the bank account looking right. And you understand me? Everybody can get it up the bank account looking right. That don't. But if you listen, see, this is the problem. This is why y'all will never find love, because anybody can get it up the bank account looking right, but that don't mean that he's right. You could be dating a man that like to beat you up every time a deal don't go right. So now what you gonna do? So you gonna compensate abuse for money? Are you compensating? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you? We gotta come to an understanding, because when you perpetuate these things, you basically saying that toxic relationships are valued in women culture. You know what I mean? Like, basically, you saying toxic relationships is valued long as it comes with some monetary gain. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to say back in the day, everything glitter, everything that glitter isn't gold. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, that's your life, or that's the life that you choose to live. So when you come and tell people your problems, you have to understand that you settle for that. That's like for the perspective of a female who deals with a man who's abusive, right? Let me break this down to y'all. If a man is abusive, right, and you constantly deal with this abusive man, when does it come to the point in time where you have to hold the person who's allowing this individual to continuously abuse them? When are you going to hold them accountable for allowing this shit to happen? You allowing it. If you continue to be with a person who's abusive, they're no longer abusive. They're no longer abusive. Because look, I'm gonna give you an example like this. Yeah, they watching too much Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? They watching too much Love and Hip Hop, man. Shout out, listen, and that's it. And listen, let me tell y'all why Love and Hip Hop is a hit. I'm gonna tell y'all why Sex in the City is a hit. I'm gonna tell y'all why Girlfriends is a hit. It's because it provides a lifestyle, or shows women a lifestyle of different situations where y'all not seeing no real repercussion. Y'all just seeing different episodes. Y'all just seeing a movie role. It's some women out here that actually like man who cheats on them. It's some women out here that actually like men that cheat on them. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna deal with it. I had an ex who didn't mind if the nigga cheated on her. Only thing she cared about, as long as you know the rent was paid and whatever else was taken care of, I don't give a fuck if a nigga cheat. In my mind, I'm like, damn, like, do you have any type of like self-respect? Like, don't you want your man to respect you? But you'll respect the dollar. So now it starts to makes you ask this question. That's why I say I feel like a lot of women have ruined relationships and marriage, because they're no longer looking for love. They're looking for other things. They're not looking for love. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for a paycheck and a lifestyle. Those shows secretly influence folks to act like that, be like that. Salute to you, you know what I'm saying, for the and new people that's coming into the chat. You know, salute to y'all. I mean, look, hey, look, you want a man that makes six figures, that's cool. You make it, and you want him to make it, that's understandable. I can't cry about that. Can't no man cry about that. You know what I mean? Just be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a man or a person out here asking for things that you aren't. That's the problem. Cause look, See, men have it harder in this dating pool. A lot of women be complaining like, "Oh, I can't find a man, or I can't find a good man." Well, think how hard it is for us to find a good woman. It's the same difference. It's the same battle. A lot of y'all be having the same argument, but y'all just not looking at each other. Y'all don't want to accept the fact that that dating pool for both genders is very harsh. It's very harsh out there. And if a female right now is still getting played, real talk, like if it's a female right now that's still getting played in 2021, I really start to think like, yo, that's your fault. Because right now, shit is clear as day. Shit is clear as day. You can find out so much about a person just by watching what they do on social media. Yeah, the shows be scripted. Look, they don't, them shows be so fake. They don't tell you the downside of it. They only showing you the little glorious side. Oh, they get money. Whole time, motherfucker be a whole crackhead. Nigga be a whole crackhead beating her the fuck up. He Whitney Houston, this chick. Man, salute to my boy Popcorn, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is basically what I'm saying. Like when we having a debate with man and woman, and we obviously we're gonna have two different perspectives. It gotta become a point in time where feelings don't matter. Feelings should not matter in a debate. Your opinion shouldn't matter in a debate. Debates are based on who's gonna prove who's gonna provide facts behind a statement. Who makes more sense? You know what I'm saying? Who's making the most sense? And a lot of times when it comes to this argument and this debate, I have 90% of the women agreeing with me. But now when they have feelings involved, then that's when they agree, but they just don't like what I say. Like where how does that work? Y'all women swear y'all want the truth, but when a man give y'all the truth, y'all don't want to accept it. Y'all don't want to accept it. So which one is it? Y'all want niggas to lie to y'all, or y'all want the truth? Because I tell y'all this straight up. If I was a liar, I have more pussy. And that's some real nigga shit. If I was a liar, I would get way more pussy than I'm getting as of now. That's a fact. You know what I mean? And that's being real. A lot of women are dating liars. A lot of women are dating fuckboys. Niggas that they truly can't respect. But due to the fact that this fuckboy may get a little bit of money, she gonna fuck with him. So let's be real. Y'all don't value real men. Y'all don't. Y'all value the benefit of a man. Y'all don't value a man. Because when a man walk in the house of his girlfriend, she introduced him to, her family. The first thing they gonna ask is what he do for a living. When he say if he says he has a good job, she no longer cares about his character. She don't care if he's honest. She don't care if he's trustworthy, if he's morally intact. She don't care about that. They gonna be like, girl, she got him. Girl, she got a bank. She got a bank teller, or girl, she got a engineer. They're not even concerned about the type of character she just brought in the house. They only concerned about the occupation of the man. That's why there's no such thing as unconditional love for a man. It ain't no such thing for unconditional love for a man. And I'm about to give y'all a theory on why there's a lot of women out here with no baby fathers. And this gonna sound very controversial, but it might be it might be true. It might be very well true. A lot of women I had a girl tell me, right? She was like, yeah, I want to, what I'm saying? I want to have kids, blah, blah, blah. And, she was just breaking it all down and shit, like how she was going to have children, and, how her life was going to be or whatever. So as I'm listening to her, I noticed she didn't say anything about the father. Because mind you, she's speaking this into existence. You get what I mean? Like she's speaking this into existence. So this isn't an actual event. So she like, yeah, I'm gonna have my baby, this and that, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, damn. So like, where the father gonna be at? And her mom, this is what she said straight up. She said, I don't honestly expect for him to be there. So I'm like, why would you think that? What is my yeah? Anyway, we ain't even gonna get onto that because y'all just use and abuse me. But um, look, they be raping me and shit. But look. So in my mind, right? So I sat back and I thought about that. I pondered, and I said, why would she say something like that? Like, why wouldn't you want a family? Like, especially for black people. Like you will, as black, like I value black love. I highly admire black love because it's like it seems so uncommon now. Like you know what I mean? Like you don't really see too many people as a couple, like truly loving each other. You know what I mean? So I was confused by her having that, that little fantasy. So when I thought about it, I said, yo, you know what I'm starting to believe? I'm starting to believe that a lot of women will have children just so they can get unconditional love from the children because they don't expect to have it with the man. So a lot of women, they're not even going into sexual relations with men that they honestly like believe in or honestly want to be with. They actually having sex with men that they know that ain't no good, but they just want to have a child by them and get the love from the child. They don't want it from the man. I bet you that shit gonna fuck your head up. I bet you that shit right there fuck your head up. You know what I'm saying? See, when I speak, I like to come with facts, man. I'm not gonna beat y'all upside the head with no bullshit. I'm not here to lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And if I can't tell you the truth, then we don't need to have a debate. You know what I'm saying? Like this is some real shit. The black woman and the black man, we gotta come to the point and understanding of each other because there's a huge disconnect. Now, when I say it's a huge disconnect, most of us, we the only race that's seeking advice on how to date each other. You don't see white people doing that. You don't see Spanish people doing that. You don't see no other race in America that's doing that but black people. Why is it that black people cannot conform and be in a loving relationship? You say the word submissive to a black woman and she automatically get offended. Facts don't have feelings, man. Facts don't have no feelings. You know what I'm saying? We out here, we are black people. Why are we having these conversations? And then Kevin Samuels and a Derek Jackson, all they doing is exploiting us. That's all they doing. That's all they doing. I do feel that Kevin Samuels gives like some good intellectual like advice. Though he gives more. I feel that Kevin Samuel gives more. He gives more actuality facts. He gives you more actuality facts, but you also got to give solutions. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a person that could tell you all the problems and you can't, get a solution. So I'm gonna drop this link because I got some women that's in the chat, and I want to hear what y'all opinion is or what your facts is, because we gonna use facts over opinions. And also, some of the males can hop up here too. Like, I don't want this to feel like sexist. Like, this is not sexist. I want to hear, like, I want to be able to give you advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a woman and you feel like you in a relationship, or you might be dating an individual, I want to be able to give you some advice. You ain't gotta take my advice and run with it, but just take heed to it. Just listen. You said respectfully, I wish you would say some women, not all women, are you as you describe. I mean, all right, I can respect that. Some women, because I mean that is true. There is some women. It's not all women, but like for those, see, this is another thing too, right? When I'm saying these women, or when I'm speaking on this, I'm speaking of those that it applies to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like why do we're intelligent enough to know that not all females are this way. We should be intelligent enough. So when I say that, I'm speaking to those that it applies to. And then also, let's be real, the majority is those type of women. The minority are those that it doesn't apply to. Just like when y'all walk in the room, y'all gonna say most niggas cheat. I would agree. Most niggas do cheat, but some niggas don't. You said you keep saying all black women. I'm speaking on black men too, so it's not just all black women. You know what I'm saying? But I feel what you said though. Like I said, I'm speaking for those that it applies to. You know what I mean? And if you got something to say, you could just hit the link. It ain't hard to hit the link. You know what I mean? And voice your opinion, opposed to just sitting in a chat and typing it out. You could just voice your opinion, and we could go from there. You know what I mean? Because give me a scenario and a situation to where as though I could break it down to give you a better understanding. Because what I'm starting to see is that I'm starting to understand that there's a, like, with black men and black women, it's a disconnect with our perception wise, like the way we perceive things. Like I noticed that, like, it's like when a man says something, a lot of times they get offended by what was said instead of like trying to see, like, it's like a huge disconnect. I gotta give an example on this. I gotta give a good example on this because I want this to be very clear. You know what I'm saying? I want this to be very clear. I gotta give a good example. So I'm gonna come back to that later. But when it comes to, like, when men are speaking and women are speaking, I notice that we could be saying the same thing, but due to the fact that we're not wording it the same way, it'll become a disconnect. It'll become like conflicted to the point where They don't. We wouldn't come to the point where it'd be like, you know what? This is what, like, if I said it first, and but yet you come behind me and repeat it, but you said it in a different way. It seems like we're not agreeing, basically. Nah, they not gonna hit the link, man. They not gonna hit the link. They ain't gonna hit the link. Hey, Black Rock, they ain't gonna hit the link. They scared of that link. Hey, look, y'all can all. Hey, some of the black people, y'all ain't gotta be scared, man. Y'all ain't gotta be scared, man. I ain't gonna bite you. I ain't gonna bite you. But I'm just saying though, you gotta be prepared for the truth. If you hit this link, don't come up here weak hearted. Don't start catching feelings and all that. Leave your feelings at the door. You know what I'm saying? Leave your feelings at the door. Drink some Hennessy, drink your wine or whatever. Don't come up here with your feelings all in your hand and all rubbed on your sleeve. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Cause I'ma just be real with you. Cause right now, I'ma tell y'all this too. And I do blame this too. A lot of women have been hurt by their fathers. A lot of women have had their heart broken by their fathers. And it by like that's some real shit too. It started from their father first and then came on to the man that they start dating. Because I remember like back in the day, I used to have like back in the day, like certain women used to describe like they want a man that's similar to their father. You know what I mean? But now, if you don't have a father figure, then who do you subscribe to? What type of man do you look up to? What type of man do you seek? Just like a man usually will go after a woman who reminds them of their mother. That's why men be like, yo, I want my girl to be like kind of submissive. You know what I'm saying? Not minding to be submissive. Because their mother and nurturing and shit like that, that's a submissive trait. You know what I'm saying? So, that's cool. You know what I mean? That was a cop out, peace, love. But see, this is another thing too, right? It's another thing. When we on these panels, we giving people a broader spectrum. We on a platform. If you know me behind the scenes, then you know my character. You know my intent. You know what I'm saying? You know you know who I am. So by individuals taking that route, then it makes it seem as if you don't really know me. You get what I'm saying? Then that makes it seem like you don't really know me then. You never really took the time out to actually get to know me. You only getting to know. It's like basically you judging a person's action without knowing the reason. You get what I mean? Like you gotta know, you gotta actually take the time out. Motherfuckers call Kevin Samuels all the time. And he cursed motherfuckers out all the time. But yet y'all keep calling him. Y'all gonna keep calling up there. He gonna keep saying that you're not thin enough. You're not attractive enough. Your hair ain't long enough. But now with me, this is why man is needed for these type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, thank you. I just speak with passion. Y'all like niggas with passion, right? Y'all want no boring sex. So y'all like a nigga with a little bit of passion. When I speak with feeling. I speak with thought. I'm still thinking as I said what I said. You know? This shit coming from the heart, the soul. This is why a woman can't really heed the advice of another woman. The advice she really needs to get is from a man because you gonna feel it. It's reinforcement. A man can't talk to like when a man is down, he needs a woman to talk to. He can't talk to no other man the same way that he could talk to a woman. So this is why these conversations is needed. Stop running away from man. Stop running away from man. Start to understand that there's a difference. Men are different. Y'all got some niggas that don't even give a fuck about how y'all feel, and y'all sleeping with them. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
They got dudes they
Hello.
sleeping with, and he don't even care about how you feel. How you doing?
Let me help you out, King. How are you doing?
I'm good.
All right. Rex, you're hilarious, by the way. I see you with your go go go. Um, so it's not that. I mean, this is. It sounds like a great conversation. It sounds like a great conversation. But the thing is that you're kind of. It's the optics of it all. It's the feeling of it all. I understand you're passionate. I get that. There are people. There are men who will passionately beat a woman down. There are men who will passionately stab a woman to death. So it's not about the passion. It's about. It's about. It's really the aggression. So it's like I'm hesitant to click a link, and I actually I know you more than I guess some of these people here. So yeah, I think that this is a great conversation to have. I just want to make sure that it's a conversation because you are doing a lot of generalizations, and I don't even think you're aware you're doing it. But when you say Black women, that means you're automatically getting my attention because I know that you're talking about me. So I know what you're saying. You're saying that, if I'm saying this and it doesn't apply to you, I get it. But I think just naturally what we do is if you say Black men, like if I say Black men do this, then you're automatically going to group yourself into that statement. That's just what you do. So I will. So I could see why some women may be like, this doesn't really apply to me. And I understand what you're saying. This doesn't apply to everybody. But you just have to be careful about how you say some things. Because when you say Black women, that means that you're grouping me in with other women that I don't necessarily connect with. Like, I don't do that. And I'm a Black woman. I don't feel that way. And I'm a Black woman. So you can actually kind of turn some Black women off or get them really stirred up or trigger them.
I understand that, but see, everything is it's a method to the madness because right, like how this all gonna work out is when we speaking like this on a podium. You have to rile the crowd up. You gotta ruffle some feathers. Not everybody's gonna get the message the way that you're putting it out there. You know, so some people will shy away from it. Some people will run toward it. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna change the message. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
but there is a lot of weight in how a message is delivered. I understand what you're saying, but the way a message is delivered is also a big deal as well, especially if you're trying to talk to a diverse group of people, especially women. Like if this is a topic about women, yeah, there's a certain way that you should definitely deliver it without feeling like a woman is being screamed at. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to elaborate on my comment. It has absolutely nothing to do with you as a person. I understand that you're a passionate person. You're a very nice person. But yeah, I'm just saying, like me in the crowd, yeah, you're screaming at us. You're definitely screaming at us. And then you told us if you come up here, don't bring your emotions, don't be weak, you know what I'm saying? Like you really are attacking us. So who's gonna want to kick them?
Yeah. Yeah. But look, you know why? Because listen, respect to the women, because at the end of the day, like we need each other, you know. So your energy and my energy is going to flourish and mesh well together because I have to match your comments. You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna start yelling and screaming. It's up here, if I'm by myself, of course I'm gonna say these things, blah 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 blah, and that's gonna possibly ruffle feathers. Some people may stray, some people may stay. But
Mm-hmm.
now, whenever I have a feminine energy up here, it's going to mellow my energy out. So if I'm going,
Oh,
you
okay.
understand what I'm saying? Right.
See,
So I'm
see,
basically
ladies. This is the power of the pussy. All right, go ahead.
absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So, we that's why we need each other. At the end of the day, I'm not here to separate. I don't believe in separatism when it comes to black people. Man
Mm-hmm.
and woman belong together. We need more black love. So what
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do is bridge the gap to have some type of formal dialogue with the two parties, so that way we can have better relationships, better understanding, opposed to having relationships where you know individuals don't quite feel that they're being understood.
Mm-hmm. Right,
You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right. Yeah, but you know what? I definitely I'm one of those type of people where I'm just like, if you're going to talk to me, I listen to understand, not to respond. I really because I don't already have some things already set in my mind to respond to. Like I have to listen to what you say and then I'll go ahead and respond. And I think some people they listen to just respond, and so yeah, if we're feeling that energy in the crowd, like, oh, if I get up there, he's just, especially if you've already set the stage where you're just like, I'm gonna attack you, like where it's like, leave this, don't come up here if you like this, don't. And it's like, okay, you just want to listen to respond, So, but I feel you. I understand. It's a yin yang thing up here. I could tell your whole energy began to kind of like go down. So I get it. I get it. But no, I didn't want to take from you. Like I feel like Stats is a very genuine and very passionate person. He is a good person. And I think your intent is definitely really good. But I was just, letting you know what it could be perceived to be on the outside looking in. Like if I didn't know you. That's all.
That's understood. And now what I take from that is maybe I could change
Oh, you just went out.
those that don't know me can get to know me, through my speech.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, that's a valuable lesson I just got from that, because I can't expect those who don't know me, behind the scenes to like understand my true character or whatever. They could just possibly take me as like some dude that's just, oh, he hates women, he's
Right,
sexist
right,
and things
right.
of that nature. So I can understand that, and I can adjust that. And
Right.
also I want to say something as well. Um, when this is another thing, because women hold the power of, because listen, man does a lot of things to be approved by a woman. So
Mhm.
when they're on a panel and it's women based, and and they're they may be speaking some things and the women aren't feeling, that it's the same as just me being up here alone speaking how I was speaking earlier.
Mhm.
So what happens is the individual will become, he will start to feel that he's being attacked and
Mhm.
that he has to be more vocal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So what you're telling me is
that's
was this energy taken from another conversation?
absolute.
Okay. So it's that energy that you had in another conversation is emptying here.
Correct.
Okay. All right, I got you.
Mm. Right, right. So, and that's another thing as well. Like speaking, that conversation is key.
Mhm.
Conversation is key. If you can dialogue with your partner, y'all should be able to get over any differences.
Mhm. Right,
And
absolutely. Mhm.
I feel that, and also not just even dialogue, comprehensive skills. A lot of people don't comprehend well.
Right.
You
I
have to
think
be
for
able
a
to
lot of people
comprehend. You got to kind of be. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I think a lot of people that don't comprehend well, I think 50% of it is that they're not listening.
Or that too, or they're what's the word? They're self-centered. They can't
Right.
see anything another way
Right, right,
besides
right, right,
their
right.
way. You know, so
I agree.
and that's like now judging me off of like how an individual may have heard me earlier, you would think that I'm like that. That's why I went into the point of saying, if you give me a situation, if a woman can present like a situation, I can give you advice on it to where as though you can see through practice that I'm not that type of way. I don't look at
Oh, you're going in and out a little. You're breaking
things
up.
like that.
Yeah, you just broke up.
Even
Hey, you're breaking
even
up a little. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You're breaking up. Hello? Yeah, it's breaking. Can y'all hear me or is it just stats?
I couldn't hear you if you were speaking. My
Oh, okay,
the
okay,
Wi-Fi was going out. Yeah, so I don't know.
okay.
But we should be good now. Sorry about that, y'all. Little Wi-Fi issues, technical difficulty. But yeah, like I'm. My thing is what I wanna get into is like I might have a call in line. So because some people may not want to get on panels and do
Hmm.
all this extra stuff, I want to have a call in line where people can call in and discreetly speak, whatever that they may be going through, or maybe certain things that they haven't gotten over. Because in this dating world, we dealing with people with different mentalities.
Right.
People have different mentalities. People deal with things completely different from the way that a normal person would. Some people believe in ghosting somebody. Where they
Hmm.
could be like, hey, we was just fully into a full-fledged conversation, everything was good, and then out of nowhere, the individual just left. They just disappeared. And
Right.
I want to be able to give y'all some advice on that to make how to better deal with those type of situations.
Yeah, that's
You
cool.
know what I'm
I love
saying?
that.
Like I wanna be able to do those segments.
So, how would you deal with someone ghosting on you? Like, should I go slash their tires, or what should I do?
All right. Well, you got to give me a more in-depth thing, like why? Because some people, yeah, I can't just be like, yeah, just fucking leave them. Like, I need a little bit more on like what's going on.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, you just ghosted someone, Sade? Sade, did you come from my community walk? She's from my sector. She said that she just subscribed to you.
Oh, okay. I appreciate you, Sade.
His viewpoint. I feel bad, yo. You feel bad for ghosting him? I haven't ghosted someone in a long time. You
Okay,
did?
so now,
Okay.
being that I got, why would you ghost somebody? Give me some examples on why would you ghost a man.
So I'm gonna be honest. Like I've matured out of ghosting, but I did when I was younger because it's like you don't want to hurt their feelings. But I've gotten so comfortable with myself where it's just like, look, you didn't make the cut, buddy. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say it like that, but I would just say, hey, at this, I just don't think, based on the thing, I just don't think that we would be a good fit. Like, I have no problem saying that. Now, however, have I ever said that on a phone call? No, I've said it in a text, and then I block that person right after. But that's better than that person like constantly calling me, constantly calling me, constantly calling me. You know what I'm saying? But there's steps to it. But I've definitely have told somebody like this isn't gonna work, but it was nice meeting you. I had a good time with you, but I just don't think we're a good match. And I have put them on the block. Like I don't even know what they said back. But
Okay, so
I feel like that's even better than having this man think that there is a chance with me, and then he's constantly calling me and constantly calling me. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
Dag, Eve, you would ghost right to their face. I'm not there yet.
But I wanna ask this. Okay, so what okay, so you said y'all went on a date. What were the things what were some of the things that you felt or seen, whatever it was? Like give us an example
Well, like
on
this one guy, we so I'm 5'8". I'm not, I guess I'm considered a little bit tall for the average woman or whatever, 5'8". So
yeah.
I went out to eat. There was this guy that I talked to for a little bit on the phone, met him online, and we were supposed to meet at the bar, right?
Okay.
Eve, I want whatever you're drinking. I want whatever you're eating. I wish I could do that. So I met him at the bar. We were sitting at the bar, and he didn't get up. Like, he didn't get up or anything. You know, I met him. I was running late. So while we were sitting at the bar, I noticed that his feet were like dangling. I was like, come on now. Come on, bruh. Like, I'm 5'8". Why are your feet dangling and my feet can touch the bar? So we talked for a little bit, whatever. But the dangling feet, that was really starting to bother me because I was just like, he's not tall enough for me. So I was just like, look, so the game had just started. We were supposed to sit there and watch the game at the bar. I was like, look, hey, I'm getting a little tired. I think it could be the drinks, whatever. And so I was like, you know what? I'll hit you up when I get home, whatever. So I hit him up and I told him, like, I just don't see it working out. And then I put him on the block. But it really was just because of how tall he was, or how small he was, I should say.
But
So that
damn,
was the
so
reason
it
why I
was
ghosted
just
that brother.
it was just because his feet was he was up there looking like Peter Pan. Like
I
damn,
think
he could.
yeah, he had not stood up to greet me. It was fine because I was running late, right? So I was like, oh, I tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, oh, you're the guy that, you know. And then, but yeah, the whole time I could tell, I was just like, this brother is not a tall brother. Why are his feet dangling? I can't have my man's feet dangling. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, so let me ask you this question, right? Why were you late?
Why was I late? Actually,
Correct.
I think he was there early.
Oh,
But
you
if
was
I was,
there early.
yeah, I think he was there early. He could have gotten there early so he could hide his feet, bro. I think the brother was trying to hide his height. I don't know. But he was short. I can't do that. Sorry.
I'm saying though, but look, he stayed there long enough for you to get there.
Huh?
He stayed there long enough for you to get there. How late were you? Like 5 minutes,
Oh
10 minutes?
no. I don't run late like that. I'm not one of those chicks. Like I like to be punctual and stuff.
Okay, so you
No,
weren't that late.
I couldn't tell he was short from the pictures, but I
No,
couldn't
I
tell.
mean people think I'm short on this fucking camera, but I'm not.
You don't come off as a short guy.
Yeah, some shit. There's a lot of shit that they be saying about me that ain't true. But
So
but I mean, I can see like what I got from it was the greeting thing. Not standing up, giving you a proper
oh
embracing hug
no.
or
That
something.
was just so I can illustrate that I never saw him actually stand up, but his dangling legs, that was bothering me. I was like, why are your feet not touching the bar? Like you clearly are a
Hmm.
short dude. But no, it wasn't disrespectful or anything that he didn't stand. Like it wasn't a problem. Like he was looking at the television, he was having a drink. I walked up right near him and I was like, hey, sorry I'm late or whatever. And I just sat down next to him. So he didn't need to stand up. Like that, I'm fine with that. I don't care.
How did the
It was
conversation
literally
go?
just the dangling feet. Like I was just like, I can't do a guy that's shorter than me. Like I could do a guy that's my height. Like if you're 5'8", I can do you, but no pun intended. But if you're 5'8", I can do you, but I can't do like 5'7" and lower and stuff like that. Cause I gotta wear heels at some point. You know what I mean? I don't want to walk around like you're my child. That's all I'm saying. So that's it.
So you basically say he was less of a man because he was shorter than
No,
you.
he wasn't less of a man. He just wasn't a man enough for me.
Oh shit,
Ah!
that's
Egg,
crazy.
egg.
That is crazy.
Nah, come on now. You know you don't like. Do you want to date a girl who's 2 feet tall, 2 inches, 3 inches taller than you? I mean, come on. That's because you're tall. You don't understand.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I've seen some women that I've seen some women that be tall as shit when they got them heels on. You know what I mean? I don't think I would take it that serious though. I don't think, but that I think that's just more of a male mind and woman's mind. Like women can't get over that. I think a man will look past that. So
Really?
I can kind of see.
Okay.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. But like, as far as I mean, so you ghosted him because he was short. He pretty much couldn't. And were there any other situations where you just like, you know what? No, that's not
I mean, the conversation was
me.
good, but it wasn't like memorable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, in terms of because you can have so many different types of conversations over the phone, but once you see someone in person and you kind of like understand like their vibe and their energy and their spirit, all of that like encompasses chemistry. And it's just the chemistry just wasn't happening for me. Like I was just like, and it could have been I could have been distracted by the dangling feet. I don't know. Like it could have been something great, but his feet were dangling, and I was just kind of like, why are your feet not touching the bar?
Did he at least have on nice shoes?
On nice shoes. I didn't even look down there because like we were kind of like pushed in. He looked
Yeah.
like he was dressed. I mean, he looked clean.
Oh, okay.
He looked clean.
Yeah. Oh, he's clean, right? I dig it. I mean, I want to see, have I ever, I don't think men
I did not
usually,
wait, hold on. Let me address somebody. Shirley of North Carolina. I didn't say I would date someone if their pockets were on swole. I said for some women, based on what Stats was saying, I said there are some women, maybe I should have said that. There are women who will date a man if the bank account is looking nice. Shirley, my bank account looks really nice. I'm not looking for money. I have that. Okay, go back. What were you saying, Gotti?
um, you call me Gotti or you talking
I
about
mean, I'm
myself?
sorry. I was looking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Stats? I was looking at Gotti right underneath them. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I want to see, like, I don't think men, well, no, I think men do ghost a lot of women. I
Mhm.
don't, I don't, have I ever done that before? I know I have, so don't ever think I'm trying to paint myself to be an angel.
Mhm.
But it's just I've been very angel like though. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
I grew up. I don't really be doing too much corny shit. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure I have ghosted a female in my time. I'm
You
trying to
don't.
think.
You don't remember if you ghosted
Nah,
someone?
I don't remember. I'm sure it's a car. I just gotta think.
I mean, it had to end some sort of way. So, did the woman ghost you, or you just? I
I'm
always
pretty sure some women. I've had women ghost me before.
okay.
But they come back though, so I don't really understand that part. Like most times they be like, see, my situation's a lot more complicated. That's why I
Mhm.
say women use and abuse me. Because most of the time when that does occur, it's because they're in a complicated relationship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, all right, I'm gonna just disappear because this my little boyfriend is on my ass, and I like this nigga, and I want to fuck with him a little bit too. So you know how that shit goes.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
mean, so but as far as like on some, we linked up. Matter of fact, I did. I got one. Okay, I got one.
Okay.
I got one. All right. So it was this girl. She was from T Mac. I met her on some This was Facebook. Met her through Facebook and shit.
Mhm.
So I don't really even do the social media dating shit neither. But I met her through Facebook, and I happened to see her at a bar that be in Jersey City. So we exchanged numbers, being that that's like a familiar thing. Like, oh, you my Facebook friend and shit. You know how that shit go. So we exchanged numbers and things of that nature. So
Mhm.
when we uh, decided to have another like meeting, we met up again. We ate. Then we went back to that same bar that we met. Now she went back to the crib. See, I'm a different type of nigga. I had she kissed me,
Mhm.
and I had like we was drinking Hennessy, so I had spit the Hennessy in our mouth. So when she came back to the crib, I noticed she had on a gurney, a girdle, whatever that shit. What is that
Oh, a
shit?
girdle. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
girdle. Yeah, she had on a girdle. So, like, mind you, she like, you feel me? Like, she was with all the shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, she done, you feel me? Because we went back to the crib.
Right.
Like, she was with all the smoke or whatever. Like, you know, you ain't gonna let no nigga spit no alcohol in your mouth. Like, you feel me? Like, so
Uh-huh.
when I noticed she had that shit on,
Uh-huh.
it was like, it was a turn off. It was a turn off. I had to go. I had to go. Respectfully. I had to,
So you're
I
saying
had to
that
talk.
when she took the girdle off, it was just a whole different situation?
Nah, no, we never fucked. She had the girdle like once it was like she wasn't on that type of time. She was talking and acting like it, but that wasn't what she was. You feel me? That wasn't what she was there for though. So when I noticed she had that shit on, like we just like, all right, I already know it's how this shit is. I'm not about to go through no fucking Da Vinci Code to crack that shit. That's too much.
So you got issues.
That's too much.
How do you know maybe she was gonna crack it for you? You ain't even gotta do all that.
Listen, we grown. Why do you have that on?
You have to have a nice foundation underneath. What are you talking about? Can you tell I'm
Nah,
somebody that wears Spanx?
nah, that shit is not it. That shit is not valid. That
First of
shit not
all,
valid.
wait, hold on now. I mean, I'm not trying to get a little too visual here. But when you have certain things on, you need to wear an undergarment. Like, for instance, oh, how do I say this? Like, ladies, how do I say this? If you have some stuff can really offend me. Like if there is a woman out there and you know your ass is big and it's just bouncing, bouncing, bouncing back and forth underneath a sundress or whatever, and I'm sure men love that. But like you can see, it's almost like soft porn. Like you should have something underneath to kind of like put a hold on that. You understand what I'm saying? I mean,
Nah, man.
I know men. I know that's not going to be ideal for men, but for the ladies, you gotta like keep it all together sometimes in some of these outfits because it could be a whole soft porn moment.
I wasn't feeling that.
Okay.
I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that. Like when, you know what I mean? Like mind you, the vibe
You
was
don't know
there.
the struggle. Go ahead.
Nah, that shit was corny. That shit was corny.
Oh,
I can't.
geez.
It was corny. Like that's like me coming to your crib with some wild concoction in my boxes. Like that's weird. Like why did you like? Nah, come on,
I'm
shorty.
sure. How do you say this? She would have probably taken it off for you. Like you don't have to sit there and go through that.
I don't listen. I'm not listen. If look, my thing is, if I truly believe in it, whatever's meant for me is meant for me. I'm not forcing nothing. You get what I'm saying? So when she came that way, in my mind, I'm saying you came here like maybe the vibe was just lit to the point where you was like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have wore this, but in my mind, I'm thinking she probably was like, nah, I'm not about to do all that. Feel me? Like that was how she was coming.
No, Nikki, you don't have to wear Spanx. It just depends. It depends on the material. It depends on the outfit. It depends on your body shape too. Now, sometimes I have to put it on because I'm not trying to look like a soft porn moment because I have a behind and all that situation. So I just know, I just want to be a little bit more conservative and be a little bit more ladylike as I'm moving and gliding. Like, okay, I don't want a lot of attention. So yeah, it does. It holds everything in place. Black Rock, the hell.
Listen, I'm just not into Saul. Like I'm not trying to figure that shit
Not for
out.
grandma. Sorry. Go ahead. You see, I'm attacking
Don't
everyone. Clearly, I
Saul.
wear
That's how we
Spanx.
look at that. That's just great.
They are not for grandmas. All right. So, okay. Well, sometimes I do wear Spanx, and not every time, but sometimes you need a really nice foundation for, especially for like some of my dresses that are like form fitting, and you want that perfect hourglass for that perfect hourglass look. Yeah, you have to have the right foundation underneath. Like, because I'll look like a whole situation, especially with a foundation on underneath. I'm just saying. But that's all right. I guess that means that
I'm just
I'm off
you said,
limits, though. That means Stats and I are never going to have one of those rendezvous. So
man. Let
you
me
heard
let
it
me
here
tell you something.
first.
Let me tell you something. Like if you come out, you gotta like my thing is like if things start to get in the heat of the moment or whatever, you gotta handle your own business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She
You
would have
feel
taken
me?
it off. What you talking about?
It was already lit. It was already lit. Like you feel me?
Oh,
Like
okay.
we, yeah,
Oh,
it
it was
was already
already
lit.
lit. Okay, okay.
Yeah, like you on top of me, you doing all types of other things, and shit like that. And then when I like went down there, and then it's like, yo, what the fuck is this? You got Doctor Robotnik down there. Like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, okay, I'll
Like,
say that that's definitely her fault. She should have handled that. She would have been like,
exactly,
"Oh, let me go to the bathroom real quick, handle that, and then come out with just her." Yeah, I see
exactly.
it.
You supposed to come situated. You supposed to be prepared because you already acting like you ready, but it don't seem like you ready.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we had, it just was bad. So more or less, like she went her way, I went my way, and I ghosted her. But after a while, she started wilding though. She was wilding, like she talking
Well,
about popping up, beating me up, all types of shit.
well, because y'all were about to have an intimate moment, and you basically curbed her in the middle of an intimate moment. Like, what the hell? And I'm sure
Ah,
everything that you were thinking, she probably felt was like, "Damn," you know what I mean?
all
That's
right.
fucked
So
up.
you knew if you know better, you do better. In a sense, so she should have been situated.
Well,
Feel me?
your situation definitely sounds worse than mine. I just curved someone at the bar because his legs were dangling. You were in the middle of having sex, about to have sex, and curbed her because she had a girdle on. Like you were like, and then got up off the bed. That is so much
Yeah.
worse than me. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm just be real, like, cause that was corny, like that shit was corny, like you feel me? Especially like I don't know, like me, I feel like in my case, I'm an exceptional type of person, so things happen to me exceptional.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I can't, I just didn't understand that. It just threw me off. So I wasn't that thirsty to get it,
Are you
and
are you exceptional or are you extraordinary? Are you say you're? I mean, exceptional. That means that you are like a cut above the rest, and you know, you're like on a different level. Like extraordinary means like you're just not the norm. So I'm just curious. I'm just trying to figure out your arrogance scale.
to be honest, I like both of those. So it's like,
Oh, good gosh.
I like both, but my arrogance only comes from my experience. It's
Okay.
not my. It's not a thing of me making up something. That comes from my experience.
Mm-hmm.
So you know it comes out here and there, but it's not that serious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
All right. I feel like I have totally interrupted your show. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down because my content creator hat is on. So
All right,
I'm gonna drop down. All right. It's good talking to you.
good talking to you too. But yeah, you know how that go, man. I feel like like when it's lit, it gotta stay lit. You can't mess it up, man. Can't mess up the moment. Feel me? So with that being said, you gotta keep it hot and ready, not getting ready. Said black don't come to North Carolina. I heard North Carolina got a lot of situations out there too. Oh, they down there. See? You see what happened? We have a little panel. Motherfuckers start to flirting in the chat. Look, black love right there, man. It's black love. Promote black love. Let's normalize. It ain't nothing wrong with YouTube, mingling and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I'm saying we need more black families out here. But moving forward, so this is my little first segment. Let me see how long I've been up here. An hour, 15 minutes. So this is my first segment, into what I'm about to start pushing more is more relationship type panels. I call it changing lanes. Where we can get into your lane or you can get into my lane. Or we can get in the same lane together. However, we gonna be riding. And we gonna be vibing. So till next time, y'all know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'm definitely gonna have more panels like this in the near future. Fuck with it. Salute.
I mean, baby, we can be honest. We ain't got a lot of kicking. I know how you feel. You know how I feel. Let that be our situation, shit. Gangsta. You know the vibes.
I know that you might just think that I could be the type of nigga you could depend on. Cause when you look at me, I can't tell that you see that I'm the type of guy that'll never waste your time. I swear my love is true. I'll never play with you. Don't get me wrong, but girl, you know what I'm feeling is strong. The more we talk, I think, ooh, I might just probably love you. I thought that was for me, but I'm back to you. I wanna be with you, but I ain't got a lot to prove. I wanna be with you, I ain't got a lot to prove. You know it's time for us to live in our truth. I wanna be with you. I heard about you being at home so lonely, thinking you ain't got no one to care for. I know all you need is me in the presence. Oh, I'll be all that you need and more. You and me for life, baby. Oh, I swear my love is true. I'll never play with you. Every day might feel